Authorities in the nation's capital are pleased with how the church leaders have complied with guidelines for worship centers. Jokedisa reports.
The government's decision to consider reopening of the economy while simultaneously battling the coronavirus led to the gradual easing of the lockdown. A second phase of the gradual opening of the economy was announced by the Presidential Taskforce on COVID-19 on the 1st of June, with the reopening of worship centers approved. But the reopening comes with some provisions. It is the responsibility of the FCT Ministerial Taskforce on COVID-19 to enforce these. Since its inception, it has gone out of its way to ensure residents comply with government guidelines for safety. As churches in Abuja held their first services after 9 weeks of lockdown, the FCT Ministerial Taskforce went round to see how well they would abide by these provisions. Right. The team visited Area 11 in Gariki, where the First Baptist Church held its service. It was also at the Ekwa Church and the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, both in Maitama, and expressed satisfaction with the high levels of compliance.
We've gone around several churches this morning, and what we saw is really in line with the COVID-19 guideline issued by the FCT administration as well as that of the PTF.
Social distancing, use of face masks and temperature gauges, setting up of hand washing centers and use of hand sanitizers. These safety protocols were strictly followed in virtually all churches the task force visited.
If we have a hall that can take 10,000 and the hall is reduced to about 5,000, I believe that is social distancing. I think what we have is to have a hall that's prepared for social distancing here.
The church leaders pledged to continue abiding by these regulations in the interest of everyone.
So all the things you have said we should do are definitely the things we are going to do. I want you to know that we complied when there was total lockdown. We closed down this church completely. We did not have services. And now that you have given us limited service, we are very happy. We are trusting that after some time, as things improve, we will hear more information from you.
We as God's creation, we have a responsibility to protect life. And so we took the whole reopening seriously and we've walked through it.
COVID-19 is not a myth, it's a reality. And we've tried as possible to sensitize people through advocacy, letting people know the danger if we don't adhere to the instruction given.
The task force assures all residents of the nation's capital it will continue to enforce and monitor compliance to lay down rules as one sure way of halting the spread of the novel coronavirus. Jokedisa, TVC News, Abuja.